So this is gonna be my Serie A news for today, and looking at I'm using ESPN just to look at the scores. So there are only two games played today, and they were the two best teams in Italy. Um, don't hate me for that if you're a Serie A fan. It's just right now, like these are the two like top teams or most consistent teams that played. So today it was Juve played and Napoli played. Juve won today. I didn't watch the whole game, but I saw like an extended highlights, and Juve played pretty well. Like they just sold Pogba, and I didn't really expect that to be like a huge problem for them. But either way, both their new signings scored today. Gonzalo Higuain scored two, and they were two good goals. So I don't know why no one's talking about that, but honestly, I think Juventus, like buying him, first of all, that kind of makes him a bit overpowered in Serie A. So it's just, I think it's a bit like unfair to the other teams because they did buy the highest score, and they were already good. Like it's not like they weren't already going to win the league, but it just showed that they are going for Champions League. So it's good that he's able to settle in well, and he scored two goals. So I'm pretty sure he has more goals in games played right now. So that's always a good thing. Also, Pjanic scored, and he's also a new signing. So he is one of the best midfielders in Serie A. He was last year. So it's good that they were able to buy him because they did just sell Paul Pogba, as everyone already knows. So they kind of do need to kind of buy more players to fill that void and keep their team, like, keep that quality. So yeah. So the other game that went on today was Napoli, and they beat, let me just look it up. They beat Palermo. So Palermo aren't necessarily like a good team, but either way, Napoli is, and they scored three goals on them. They beat them 3-0. So Hamshi scored, and he scored a pretty good goal. Kayahan scored two, in fact. So yeah, they're all good goals, and it's good that Napoli are able to score, even though they just sold Higuain to Juventus. So he was their main goal scorer last year, and he was top goal scorer in Serie A. So it's good that they're able to keep winning even without him. Looking at the highlights, it wasn't the main striker that they're using. I really don't know who it is, but it wasn't their main striker who scored the goals. So hopefully they can start scoring with their forwards more often, because I know for sure Hamsik is a midfielder, and Kayahan, I think he's a midfielder, but I'm really not sure. I know that's usually where he plays, but I don't know if he was playing that this game. But it'll be better for Napoli if they can get their forwards scoring more often, because they can build more like consistency throughout the season. But either way, it was a good win for them today, and hopefully they can continue that form. And hopefully selling Higuain won't weigh down on the team too much. Like hopefully they can still stay up there and compete for the title with Juventus. Because it's always good when you have a title race in the season. So, what's up, guys? It's Consistency, and I'm going to continue with my Serie A news for this week. So, Roma won today 3-2. So, it was a pretty good game for them. There was a point in the match where they were down like 2-1. So, they managed to score first by Mohamed Salah's goal, and it was a pretty good goal. But after that, Sampdoria scored 2 goals on them, and they were down. So, they managed to come back with Dzeko's goal, and they managed to come back and win the game with a last-minute penalty. The penalty decision, I'm not entirely sure it really was a penalty, just looking at it. I think the guy probably did make contact with Dzeko, but in my opinion, it's not that much to give a penalty for. But either way, I guess if contact was made, I guess it should be a penalty. That's the ref's choice. Roma had like a lot of chances, and I'm surprised they didn't score more. There's a point where Dzeko, Totti, I think he was on the dribbling down the left-hand side. He did everything right and sent it to Dzeko, but Dzeko just blasted it over the goal. And Salah also had a lot of chances, but he didn't put enough of them away. Also, El Shaarawy had one chance, but he didn't convert it. I think Roma are a pretty good team, but they just need to convert their chances more, because they have a lot of good players, they have good forwards, and they should really be doing better. that's just my review on Roma's game. So moving on to the next game, which is Inter, and I forgot the name of the team. I'll check right now. Okay, so the team they played against was named Pascarata or something like that. I don't speak Italian, so I don't know for sure. But either way, so Inter were down 1-0. They got off to a pretty slow start. I just watched the highlights, and they managed to get 2 back from Icardi, so it was a good job for them. And yeah, I think Inter is doing pretty well. Obviously, they haven't had the best run in Serie A over the last few years, but I think they're a pretty good team, and I think they just need some more improvements to do. So I didn't watch the game, so I can't give like a full review of it, but anyway, that's just some highlights from it. And I'm gonna move on to AC Milan. So AC Milan lost to Udinese. I don't speak Italian again, so I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it or not, but that's what it looks like to me. So they lost to Udinese. Again, they had a lot of chances. It looked like they had more possession of the game. I think Udinese just held them good. They defended pretty well and just didn't let them capitalize on their chances. And they were able to score by a cross in the last 80 minutes of the game, and they were able to score on AC Milan. So honestly, I think AC Milan should have done better. Full credit to Udinese for picking up the win, but they did win 1-0 to pick up 3 points. Yeah, so that concludes my Serie A news for this week. I'm not going to go over every single game, I'm just going to go over the big teams. If you would like me to, I'll try and do that in more videos. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.